Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today I wanted to talk about Splatoon 3. I don't talk about video games too often, honestly. Mostly I'm a movie channel, because I don't buy too many video games, but Splatoon is one of those video games that I've really enjoyed since the start of the series, one of the few that I've played since the very first entry. And I have enjoyed all three entries. Now, yes, granted, 3 is, at the time of recording, less than a week old, so my opinion could very well change on it. But currently, I'd say it's probably the definitive Splatoon of the entire series. Now, why is that? I'd say it has the best multiplayer hero mode and it has a better salmon run than 2. Now, first, we'll talk about the main thing of here with the turf wars and the anarchy battles and the multiplayer. And there's a lot of new weapons for use in these modes, which is the main thing here. And there's new specials. And that's the main, increase so far in quality between 2 and 3 is that there's the new weapons and specials. Now, obviously, in a lot of ways, this is still very similar to 2 right now. Like I said, still less than a week old. But the new weapons and the new specials are both welcome additions to the game, with like the ink rider and stuff being really cool, particularly, and like the tri-shot is a fun new weapon that you can't really use that well for turf wars, but it's really useful for more elimination based games and stuff, like some versions of anarchy battles and stuff. But overall, I'd say the multiplayer is definitely enhanced here. I haven't played much anarchy battles yet, but I have played as much turf war as I can. And as always, there is issues with the multiplayer in the fact that Nintendo just doesn't seem to understand how to get servers running at a decent rate. So communication errors are a consistency rather than a possibility. So that can be kind of frustrating, but overall, I'd still say it has the best network use of the 3 in that way. Now, even though it isn't in 1, Salmon Run still is a part of 2, so I figure, I'll talk about it and compare it here. Now, I think the rate at which Salmon Run moves is a lot better. I can't remember exactly how the bosses were balanced in 2, but I think they work really well here. A lot of times as you're finally finishing up one, another one will show up, or another one will show up a few seconds later, so it keeps it consistently moving. And even if you beat one ridiculously fast, you'll still have enemies otherwise constantly coming up at you, and it can be really fun. But yeah, overall, not much of an improvement, not much of a difference from 2, but it is fun. I haven't got to fight any of the final bosses yet, so I don't know how that's like. Okay, and then finally I gotta talk about the hero mode. And yeah, this one's a definite increase on 2. And I would say it's better than 1's also. With 2, I couldn't even bother to beat that one. 1 was fun though. I did like it, although it was just a tutorial basically. I mean, that's still how Hero Mode 3 is for a good chunk of the runtime. But I still think Hero Mode 3 has some cool differences. The story is very fun and dynamic. There's some really cool stuff going on in the story, and it really subverts how you expect it to go when you start off. Starting off in one direction, very similar to 1 and 2, but then it goes somewhere entirely new about 5 levels in, and I thought that was amazing. Now, the hero mode, like I said, isn't anything special, but there's some cool levels. Anytime the game really attempts the target levels or the stupid balloon ones or the switch ones, typically they don't work, although they never have. In my opinion, I just don't think they really are any time at all a decent addition. But overall, Hero Mode 3 was very fun, and I especially liked the final battle. But yeah, overall, Splatoon 3 is a very fun game, and I'd recommend it if you're interested. It's a very fun time, and it's worth checking out.